Ken, if you were and if you had won the ECW Championship when ECW was like the WWE, would you
Yeah.
class that as still a world championship?
I don't think so. Like I'm thinking just strictly like WWE, right?
Yeah, I get it.
It wasn't
because,
treated as such.
Yeah.
because ECW
Not
almost
not to take anything away from it. I just don't think that at the time, especially, like I personally wouldn't classify that as
I think
winning the big one.
yeah, because Kurt Angle when he was drafted to ECW was
Mhm.
literally when he left and went to TNA. This is what he'd said previously. He felt like that was a demotion. But Vince had told him that it was not a demotion. It was I need a star over on ECW to help the brand. But I think he felt at the time, based on he had everything else going on, he was like, "You putting me on ECW?" Like
I feel I understand that too. Like I think
Mhm.
there were a lot of people that felt that way at the time. This is like
Yeah.
demotion. You know, SmackDown was always considered the B show.
Mm-hmm.
Even though backstage we didn't really feel that way. We felt
Mhm.
like but we knew that it was looked at by the world and by Vince especially as B show. But then ECW came on board and they started that back up again, and that was definitely this viewed as the C show. And like
Yeah. Did you find it was the same with the world titles as well? That the World Heavyweight Championship was always the B title to the WWE title?
As a fan, I never felt like that watching it.
No,
I didn't either.
No.
Not until the very end when they started hot potatoing it around and they put it on some people who maybe they shouldn't have put on.
Which is interesting because
Clearly.
the shows themselves felt like A show, B show, but you're right. Both world championships, like both heavyweight titles, felt like the big one.
Yeah.
I think as well that there was for a good long time SmackDown was hammering Raw. Like we can go back to different eras where SmackDown was the show to watch. Particularly when Paul Heyman was writing.
Paul Heyman. I was just about to say that when Paul Heyman was writing.
Yeah, and you know the time there where the final boss was showing up, from the start of the final boss run from The Rock, like SmackDown was can't miss. Roman Reigns, his time where it was just purely SmackDown, you would see Roman Reigns. Like more recently, I think it was much more. Like there used to be a time where you'd go, "Oh, I'll not watch SmackDown because it's all just pre-taped. I can just go online and find the results, and then I'll tune in live for Raw." Because they were treating SmackDown there at the time like this is just where we'll put this stuff. But when they upped the game with SmackDown and it became live, and you just never know what was going to happen, I think that's when for us it was more like, "Oh, okay, now we've got 2 reasons to watch every week." You know what I mean? But I agree with you. It's like what they did with the tag division. It was very exciting. You got the Hardys, the Dudleys, Christian and Edge, right? And then you push through the Ruthless Aggression era, and then it became like Big Show and Kofi Kingston. Like there was no tag teams anymore. It was just people put together to hold the titles, and that made it like kind of less fun. But